everybody, my name is Shaki and today we're going to meet Angie Thomas. Currently in the car to go to Manchester. Yeah, we're just in the car. You probably can't see me, it probably is just all fucked up, but it's fine. I'm gonna get on the come up signed because obviously that is what the event's for, and I'm also going to get Thug signed as well, hopefully, because sometimes they get a little bit funny about you signing multiple books. But to be fair, Carrie, me and Tia had a lot of books between us. We had a lot of books. It's run by Waterstones, the same people who ran the Carrie one, so I'm really hoping that it's okay because I want both my books signed. But yeah, we're gonna go get petrol and then we'll be on our way, and I'll update you and take you along because it's exciting. It's my second ever signing, if we're counting Carrie as a author, which I do, so it's my second signing. Lift. This is fucking scary. This is so weird.
This is great. Oh my god, I've just gone really dizzy.
Get me out, get me out, get me out! We made it. We made it. Well, at least we're alive. We're in Manchester, by the way. It took us about 2 hours. That Poundland is huge. Everything is just huge. Where was the Waterstones? I want to go in the Waterstones.
Do you have money for Waterstones?
Yes, I do. I always have money for Waterstones. At the library. It's absolutely gorgeous. It does not look like a library at all, and I'm so excited. Me and Wavy were just discussing whether she would be tall or short. Will she be tall or short?
I think she's gonna be short.
I reckon she's gonna be short.
Not short, but maybe taller than us, but not tall.
Yeah. So maybe the same height as me, just short, just taller than
She'll be
you.
sat down anyway. It's not gonna make a
True.
difference.
There's quite a lot of white people in here, but I think there's some people of colour over there.
There are a few people of colour, but I feel like the majority is white.
Yeah, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time.
It's good because it means that
Yeah.
we're being cultured, not just
Yeah,
short.
we're being for the culture. All in all, we're here officially in the library now. It's gorgeous and I can't wait to see her little face.
Oh, thank you everybody for coming out tonight. It's absolutely wonderful to see such a massive crowd for such a wonderful, beautiful young woman. We've just been chatting upstairs in the green room and finding out everybody's business, isn't it? We're going to have a little conversation about Angie's new book. Yeah? Okay.
I write to make sense of things. I write as a form of therapy. I write to express myself. I write to provide mirrors, windows, and sliding glass doors to young people.
The new book, do you want to tell us a little bit about the new book?
Yeah, On the Come Up, it's not a sequel or a spin-off to The Hate U Give, but it is set in the same neighborhood. And it's about a 16-year-old girl named Brianna. No, she does not know Star. Just because two black girls are in the same neighborhood does not mean they know each other. Bree wants to be a rapper. And her life is turned upside down when 1, her mom unexpectedly loses her job, and 2, a song she makes goes viral for all the wrong reasons, and she finds herself in the center of a controversy too big for her to control. She's desperate to make it, even if it means becoming the very thing everyone's made her out to be. It's an ode to hip hop, it's an ode to black girls, and it's an ode to finding your voice and making some noise even when you make others uncomfortable.
So do you think it's really important that the black canon be actually published everywhere and that people should actually engage in it? What do you think about the black canon?
I definitely think it's important that our stories told by us find as many readers as possible around the world, because anti-blackness is real, anti-blackness is global. And in order to combat that, we need more black narratives, not just black girls, but black boys, black women, black men, non-binary black people. Black people, we have so many different types of lives and experiences that it would be a crime to limit them to just one type of black experience.
Do you want to clap?
Y'all are so polite. You know, in the States, they'll be talking while I'm talking, like, yes, y'all are so polite. I like it.
Just leading on from that, I really loved the characters in the new book. When I was reading, there's a really kind of beautiful narrative where you bring in the story of the young black man who is gay in the story. What made you put that element into the book?
Well, one of my biggest regrets with The Hate U Give is that it wasn't more diverse. You know, and what I mean by that is, I could sit up here and say that this character was gay or something, but it doesn't matter if it wasn't on the page. So I stand by that. As writers, we can say that after the fact, but if it's not on the page, you could have just kept your mouth shut. Mm-hmm. You know, you can call that taking shots at somebody if you want, but I am not a fan. So with this book, I wanted diversity even more, and I wanted to show a character like Sonny and just show him being him. You know, homophobia is still big, and especially in the black community. But I wanted him to be this character, and he's a big part of Bree's life, and I just wanted him to exist and to be loved in the environment that he's in.
What was it like writing this second book, and how long did it take?
You know, it was hard. It was hard at first because when I first started trying to write it, like right after I turned The Hate U Give in. All of these authors who I knew, like Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera, they were telling me, you have to start the second book before the first one comes out. You have to, because then it's still just you. And I was like, yeah, but I need a break. I started really working on it after The Hate U Give came out. Every single one of you were looking over my shoulder, and y'all were saying in unison that Star wouldn't say that. And I had to shut every single one of you up and say, Brianna would say it. So it was a struggle. It took about 2.5 years to get this book done. I mean, I literally just, or as you all say, literally, I literally just stopped writing it. This is February? Mm-hmm. I turned the final draft of the book in like October.
They were waiting for this book.
Yeah. So I missed a lot of deadlines and stuff along the way, but I'm glad I went through that experience. I cried a lot. I was in the fetal position in my bed a lot. I drank things I shouldn't have a lot. But I'm glad I went through it because I learned to follow my author voice, my author intuition, and write the story that I wanted to read, write the story that I would enjoy. So to be honest and frank, I didn't care if y'all would like it or not. I wrote the book that I wanted to read.
There's a lot of reference to current people that are actually in the charts. Do you think it's important to make sure that it's books are grounded in that way so that people recognise things?
Yeah, you know, when I do it, there's always that little fear in the back of my head, oh, you're dating the book. But here's the thing, so many of the classics are dated, and nobody's coming at them for that.
Yeah.
You know, like, we read some of these books like To Kill a Mockingbird, they reference stuff that when I was reading it, when I was forced to read that book, there were references throughout that I was like, this is old stuff. And for me, it really disconnected me from the text. And I get it. That's, you know, I get why people read that book and everything. But for me, I want young people, when they read my books, to feel validated and celebrated. I try not to put too much slang in because slang is tough and tricky and it's different in every place. You know, like there's a word that we use in the States that you all have a different meaning for, and I found out the wrong way. I don't know if I should even say that. Okay, so like, you guys are gonna cringe, but when we say somebody's a gangbanger, we're talking about a gangbanger.
Who would like to start the questions? Fantastic.
Thank you, really. I've read both, well, I've nearly finished this book. I've read your first book, and it's given me a window to, I've got 2 black grandchildren, and it's just given me a window to their life, really.
What was the most surprising thing you learned from creating your books?
I've learned that, personally, I've learned that I have more courage than I thought that I did. You know, all my life I've thought I was a Ravenclaw. But now I'm wondering if I got some Gryffindor in me. You know, I wanted to be a Slytherin. But now I'm wondering if maybe I got some Gryffindor in me, and that kind of frightens me because, you know, just going off topic, if I went to Hogwarts, me and Harry would have fought. If I was a Gryffindor. Also learning, one of the best things I've learned throughout this entire experience with both books is made me check my own internal bias. When I wrote these books, I thought that only kids like Star and like the other kids like Seven and all of them, I thought only those kinds of kids would pick up these books and enjoy them. But I've had kids from all sorts of walks of life who love these books and who connected with them, and they told me it's either opened their eyes or made them more passionate about these things to speak up and speak out. And it's made me realize, wow, I put limits on them myself. I was very involved in the film, and I have to admit, it took me the longest for it to actually hit me that they were making a movie. Like, I went out to LA and I sat down with the director and the screenwriter, spent an entire day talking to them about the characters and the plots, and then I still left that meeting like, this is not gonna happen. Amandla had already been cast. Amandla was cast like a month after Fox picked up the project in late 2000. She was cast in like 2015. And even though she was cast and was talking about it on social media at times, I was like, this is not gonna happen. And then they started filming in Atlanta. I go to Atlanta and visit the set. I spent 6 weeks on set and I'm like, nah, something's gonna happen. And so it was until I finally got a chance to see the final film. They brought me out to New York now here's the funny thing, you guys know about Fox News, right? I know. Fox 2000, who does the film, they're in the same building in New York as Fox News. Two different companies, even though they have Fox in the name, they're run by and with two different sets of philosophies. So I'm going into the Fox News building to watch my Black Lives Matter inspired movie. And so, you know, I was still like, okay, this is a joke. I mean, I'm in the Fox News building. Of course, they're gonna have some right-wing nut waiting on me to call me out. Now, this is gonna sound weird because this person is not necessarily considered an author in a traditional sense, but Tupac. And here's why I say that. Because Tupac told the stories that I could see myself in when books didn't. Rappers are storytellers. The good ones are. There's a lot of trash out there. The good ones are storytellers. And Tupac could tell a story through his songs that really spoke to me. And so I always say I want to write the way that he raps. One song can make you think, another can make you laugh, another can make you cry, another can make you angry.
Hello.
Hi.
So I just wanted to know if you had any advice for young writers who are feeling a bit like they don't believe in themselves anymore.
My first piece of advice is, if you have ever written something, call yourself a writer. Don't say aspiring writer. Don't say I want to be a writer. You are a writer because all a writer does is write. It doesn't matter if it's been published or not. All a writer does is write. That's what makes you a writer. But I would also say, know that every single author that you love and admire has been rejected at some point. And 3, know that it only takes one yes to change everything. It doesn't matter how many no's you get along the way. All it takes is one yes. And then 4, you have to keep going. You have to know that if this is something you really want, this is something you really want to pursue and you want to do, you have to keep going. You cannot give up, and you have to tell yourself, my dreams are worth it. My dreams are worth all of the pain and the heartache, the frustration, all of it. The joy at the end of it is going to be worth it. So keep going, keep writing, and write the stories that you want to tell. Don't let others define you or your talent. You do that at the end of the day. I need more people to buy diverse books and support them. Even requesting it at your local library is a huge thing. That's the biggest form of support diverse books need, because that's what publishing focuses on. They focus on numbers. They're not so much thinking about movements and things like that. They want to see the numbers, and they want to see that people are actually buying these books. The sales that people give me, I need them to also give to these other books.
Absolutely.
So that's the biggest form of support. But talk them up. You know, if you're in your local bookstore, put those books to the front of the shelf.
I've seen a lot about like the rest of your tour stops that you've done, and you say you're a bad rapper, but I may have seen you rap some of.
I see where this is going.
The raps are great, and I just want to hear them.
I don't know. I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. My apologies. See, I forgot my manners. I get on the mic because it's my life. You show off for girls and cameras. You a pop star, not a rapper. Vanilla Ice or a hammer. Y'all hear this crap be dumping out? Somebody get him a pamper and a crown for thee. The best have heard about me. You can only spell brilliant by first spelling Bree. Now see, naturally I do my shit with perfection. Better call a bodyguard because you gonna need some protection. And on this here election, the people crown a new leader. You didn't see this coming to your ghostwriters, didn't either. I came here to ether. I'm sorry to do this to you. This is no longer a battle, it's your funeral, boo. I'm murdering you. On my corner, they call me coroner. I'm warning you. Tell the truth, this dude is boring you. You confused like a foreigner. I'll explain with ease. You just a casualty in the reality of the madness of Bree. No fallacies, I spit maladies, causing fatalities and do it casually, damaging rappers without bandaging or managing my own label, my own salary, and actually, factually, there's no MC that's as bad as me. Miles, that's cute, but it don't make me coward. I move at light speed. You stuck at per hour. You spit like a lisp, I spit like a high power. Breeze the future, and you today like Matt Lauer. You coward, but you a G, it ain't convincing to me. You talk about your clothes, about your shopping sprees. You talk about your Glock, about your ICE. But in this battle, they all talk about me. Bree.
I would just like to say, Angie, thank you so much.
The speak Q&A thing just ended. We're in the line to get our book signed now. We're not too far behind, would you say? Not too bad.
Maybe 10, 20 people.
Yeah, not too bad behind. So I was going to wait and see what happens. I really enjoyed the Q&A and she answered my question. She dead ass looked me in the face and said, keep writing. I almost cried, not gonna lie. But yeah, I was really happy that she answered my question and I really can't wait to show her my Sims tattoo because she always chats about Sims on Twitch and her Instagram stories and I can't wait to show her my tattoo.
Hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for coming.
You talk a lot about Sims on your Twitch.
Oh my gosh,
I
yes.
was going to show you this.
Oh my god! That is the best tattoo. Oh my god!
Will Wright will be proud.
Yes, yes. So will you play Sims 4?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. I can't wait to get back home and play mine.
So it's now about 11 o'clock and we just got home from the Angie Thomas signing. I must say that was the least dramatic experience I've ever had driving home from something like that. Normally we'd get lost, I would fail. It was the least traumatic drive home I think I've ever had. But I had a really good day today with everybody. It was really fun. I'm not really sure how much I got vlogged, but I did meet Angie Thomas. I got a picture and she answered my question. I was going to film me fangirling outside the library, but I didn't. I did meet her. I got loads of lovely pictures with her, although the person taking them didn't really take the most flattering ones and I wasn't ready in any of them, but never mind. When I met Angie, I showed her my plum bob tattoo because she's always talking about her obsession for Sims and stuff on Twitch and on Instagram and stuff, so I decided to show her my tattoo and she had this really cute reaction and it was adorable. Waverly talked to her about booktube and her relationship with booktube and what she feels about it and she said that we were amazing. I had a really wholesome experience meeting Angie Thomas. She was just so lovely and so nice, so humble as well. I also got lucky enough to ask her a question. I'm not sure if that was clear by the footage that I got. I managed to ask her a question and it was such a perfect day. We didn't get lost at all on the motorway. We had to ask for directions once and then thought we were in the wrong place because the address changed on the website and we was like shook. But yeah, it was all in all a very good day. I had a very good time. So I did get both of my books signed. Basically what happened in the signing is the fact that to get as many people through as they could, as quick as they could, we only got one personalised signature and the other one was just a signature. Just to speed things along a bit. She just wrote to Shakira, Angie Thomas, and I love her so much. I had the personalised one in on the come up and then in the hate you give, this is Angie Thomas. Thank you so much for watching our little adventure in Manchester to go and see Angie Thomas. It was a lovely, lovely, lovely experience and I'm so glad that I went. If you did like this vlog, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. I make booktube videos every Tuesday. This probably won't be uploaded on a Tuesday because I've got like 2 vlogs to upload and I'm not really sure when they're going to go. So I'm going to upload this as I please, probably within the next few days after the signing because I'm pooped. So I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
You've got a face for a smile, you know. A shame you're wasted when you're breaking me slowly. But I've got a